Weeks of power outages in Kumasi and parts of the Ashanti region got residents, including the Asantehene, worried. Power sector officials blamed the collapse of a telecommunication tower on a major transmission line for the interruption. Following persistent complaints by residents, especially businesses, the energy minister and other officials in the power sector had to visit the region to interact with major stakeholders. The Asantehene Otumfuo II personally expressed his frustration about the power cuts to the energy minister, who paid a courtesy call on him. Officials say work on the collapsed towers has now been completed. This means power supply in the region is expected to stabilize.
We are happy to announce that we successfully finished the repair and restoration works, and the collapsed towers have been rebuilt, the line has been restrung, and that the 330 kV Aboise Angomaso transmission line was restored to service on Tuesday, December 7 at 5:07 p.m. in the evening. And because of that, maybe Kumasi people may have seen that yesterday and the day before there were some slight changes. And like we're saying, whenever people don't get power, it really affects our way of life, and it makes it difficult to plan and even difficult to sleep, because to put on even the fan becomes difficult. So we continue to apologize for the inconvenience, and now because this issue has been resolved, we expect that outages that we had in the evenings in Kumasi and Greater Kumasi will be no more. So we are happy to announce that to you, and God's willing, we will have this situation all the way through Christmas.
The grid company says other measures are in place to improve the power supply in the Ashanti region. It says measures have been put in place to prevent a recurrence of the incident that interrupted the supply.
What we are saying is that in the 2020 budget, it was mentioned that a voltage correction equipment will be installed at our Honjo substation. And this will help, because you realize we mentioned that when the line was down, because the voltage was going to levels that could lead to voltage collapse, that is why we had to take some of the load off. So when we have equipment that is correcting the voltage, it means that it will help us to avoid the situation that we were in. And then also, there is supposed to be another substation in the Ofenso area, and this substation will take some of the load off Angomaso and also of the Ahonjo substation. So that will also help us. And then now we are also inspecting other equipment that are in our right-of-way. This one was even outside the right-of-way, about 100 meters away. So now when we are with any other utility and the equipment is close to us, we also inspect and maybe report back to them that maybe they may have to do maintenance, so that we avoid the situation that happened.
Officials had promised to fix the power problem by December 20, 2021. With all things being equal, residents within Kumasi and parts of the Ashanti region should expect stable power supply with the restoration of the transmission lines. Hafiz Tijani, Citi News, Kumasi.